From the moment you were born, the world begins writing a story about you. It gives you a name, a nationality, a role in your family. It tells you you are a good student, a creative type, a leader, or a follower. It hands you a script and asks you to perform. And for a long time, you do. You wear these labels, you live inside these stories. They feel safe, they give you a place to belong. But then there comes a moment, often in the quiet, in the space between breaths, when a terrifying and beautiful question rises from the depths of your being. Is this really me? When the great psychologist Carl Jung said, "The world will ask you who you are, and if you don't know, the world will tell you," he wasn't giving a warning, he was issuing an invitation, the most important adventure of your life. This is not a video about finding answers out there. This is a guided expedition into the most unexplored territory you will ever encounter, your own soul. To discover who you are, you must first understand who you are not. You must see the invisible walls of the prison you've been living in. Before you could speak, you were given a role. Were you the responsible one, the problem child, the peacemaker? These are not your truths. They are projections, unconscious assignments from your family system. You learn to contort your authentic feelings to fit this role, because a child's primary drive is not to be themselves, but to be loved. You traded your wild, unique soul for a guaranteed portion of affection. Then you stepped into the world. School, media, society, they became a new author of your identity. They told you what success looks like, what beauty is, what a normal life should be. You learned to chase likes, titles, and possessions, not because they fulfilled you, but because they were the currency of belonging. You began to perform a version of yourself that was acceptable, likable, and non-threatening. This is what Jung called the persona, the mask you wear for the world. And the tragedy is not wearing the mask, it's forgetting you are wearing one. I want to tell you about a woman named Ilara. Ilara was a brilliant lawyer. Her parents were so proud. Her friends were impressed. But every night she would come home and stare at the empty canvas in her studio. The canvas terrified her. The law was a script she could follow. The canvas demanded her soul. One day, her firm offered her a partnership, the ultimate reward of her script. That night, she had a dream. She was a bird in a gilded cage, and the door was open, but she was too afraid to fly because she had forgotten what her wings were for. She woke up sobbing. She didn't know who she was without the title. The world had told her, and she had listened, but her soul was now in open rebellion. I want you to pause, right now. In the comments, I want you to type one word, just one word. What is a label, smart, shy, the funny one, that you were given as a child that you've been carrying ever since? Don't think, just type it. This is the first act of seeing the mask. The feeling of being lost is not a curse. It is a compass. It is your authentic self, buried but not dead, calling you to come and find it. This is not about building a new self from scratch. It is about the delicate, patient work of remembering who you always were. Your soul does not speak in words. It speaks in symbols, in feelings, in the strange logic of dreams, in the things that make you cry for no reason, in the hobbies you dismiss as silly. That sudden urge to walk in the forest, the song that makes your heart ache, the book you can't stop thinking about. These are not random. They are clues. They are messages from the deepest part of you, trying to guide you home. Start keeping a journal of these whispers. They are the map to your true territory. As you start this journey, you will meet resistance. You will encounter the parts of yourself you were taught to hide. Your anger, your sadness, your selfishness, your wildness. Jung called this the shadow. We fear that if we acknowledge these parts, we will become monsters. But the opposite is true. A shadow is cast by a light. The more you reject your shadow, the more it controls you from the darkness. The moment you turn, face it, and say, "You are also me," you reclaim a tremendous amount of energy. You become whole. you become real. Let's try a simple practice together. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Now, ask yourself this question. What is a part of me that I have been hiding from the world because I'm afraid it's not acceptable? Don't judge the answer. Just observe it with curiosity. See it not as a monster, but as a lost child that wants to come home. This is the beginning of integration. Jung discovered that beneath our personal unconscious, there is a collective layer, the source of universal stories and symbols, which he called archetypes. The hero, the sage, the caregiver, the explorer. You are a unique blend of these eternal patterns. Your journey is not to become the hero, but to discover how the hero's energy wants to live through you. Understanding your dominant archetypes is like finding the fundamental chords to your soul's unique song. Knowing who you are is one thing. Having the courage to be who you are is the great work of a lifetime. This is where you move from theory to practice, from the map to the journey itself. Chapter 6. The Sacred Yes and the Sacred No. Your identity is crystallized through your choices. Every time you say yes to something that aligns with your soul, even if it's small, like reading a book you love instead of scrolling, you affirm your truth. Every time you say no to a demand that violates your inner integrity, even if it disappoints someone, you build a boundary that protects your spirit. Your identity is built not in grand declarations, but in these tiny, daily acts of courage. The power of solitude. You cannot hear the whisper of your soul in a crowded room. You must create pockets of silence in your life. This is not loneliness. This is the fertile ground where the self can grow. In solitude, you detox from the world's opinions and remember your own. Go for a walk alone. Sit in a room with no distractions. Let yourself be bored. It is in this space that you will finally hear the voice you've been searching for. Embracing the fluidity. Who you are is not a fixed destination. It is a living, breathing, evolving process. The person you are at 20 should not be the person you are at 40. To cling to an old identity is a form of death. Embrace the cycles of death and rebirth within you. Let parts of you fall away when their time is over. Welcome the new aspects that are emerging. This is not being lost. This is being alive. Now, let us go inward. Find a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Feel your breath, moving in and out. Now, in your mind's eye, imagine you are walking down a path into a peaceful, safe forest. You come to a clearing. In the center of the clearing, you see a figure sitting on a log. As you approach, you realize this figure is you, your truest, most authentic self, unburdened by the world's expectations. Sit down beside this self. Do not speak with words. Just feel its presence. Feel its peace, its strength, its deep, quiet knowing. Now, from your heart, ask it a question. What do you need me to know? Listen, not with your ears, but with your entire being. A word, an image, a feeling may arise. Trust it. Thank yourself. Know that you can return to this clearing anytime. Now, gently, bring your awareness back to this room. The world will never stop asking you who you are. It will never stop trying to tell you. But now you know the secret. You are not a fixed noun to be discovered. You are a verb, constantly unfolding. You are the artist and the masterpiece, the question and the answer. You are the silence beneath the noise, the love beneath the fear, the unique, irreplaceable, and utterly necessary note in the symphony of the universe. Go into the world now, not with a rigid answer, but with a living question in your heart. Let your life be your reply. The world is waiting to hear it.